Hello everyone, it's Susan Song here. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to everyone. It's Christmas Eve and once again I'm at a church with my sign. This is my sign. Don't be naughty, keep animals off your menu this holiday and always. Animals eaten around the world. Be nice, go vegan. And this is the church that I'm at. And in just a few minutes, they'll be starting a service. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
In about 20 minutes or so, they'll be starting their Christmas Eve service here. And actually, they're going to have the blessing of the animals at this church. I've already seen a couple of dogs go by. So the parishioners are bringing their dogs, their pets, to be blessed today. So while that is a beautiful thing, I question whether this church is vegan or not. So yours truly did a little investigative work. I went to the fellowship hall earlier and I saw that they were preparing for a feast. So I asked the staff members what is on the menu. And they proudly mentioned that they were having a ham dinner. Lots of it, they added. So while upstairs there's a service going on to bless the animals, downstairs they're preparing murdered pigs, butchered pigs, and they're eating it. And there's something quite wrong with that, I believe. And I am here to help these people think about that. You know, if you love all animals and you go out of your way to bless the animals, but yet you're eating ham, what are you really saying? Well, how is your action following what you believe in? And I believe that's because most of these religious leaders do not address the issue. The animals are just not thought of, an afterthought, or that they're specious. Only dogs and cats and perhaps some birds matter, but most animals don't matter because they're here for our consumption, they believe. I don't know. The Bible says so. God says we can do whatever we want with the animals. So all these people will be parking their cars here in the parking lot, and they will walk towards me and they will go into that church, which is right behind me. So I don't know how long I'll last here. I don't know if I'm going to get kicked off the property. Churches are private property, I found out, and I am on their property, so we shall see. Maybe somebody will kick me off, but hopefully people will see my poster and think about what they're going to pray, what they believe in, and what their actions are. And if there is any kind of disconnect, perhaps their conscience will help them. Merry Christmas! Because I myself went to church for years, and I myself said that I was an animal lover, and I did the same thing. I wore leather, fur, feathers, probably. Yes, feathers too. Ate just about every animals that I found at the supermarket. Didn't think about it at all. So these are, I'm sure, very nice people. It's just that they never thought about it. I'm gonna move up my sign a little bit higher up on the sidewalk. Hang on. So that it can be seen more easily. Hello, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm not here to disrupt any church. I am not here to target any religion or any particular church. I'm just here to help these nice people think about their actions on what they eat, what they wear, and ask their religious leaders about what they should or shouldn't be doing. All my years of going to church, if any of my pastors have mentioned something about not eating the animals because they're God's children, I definitely would have done just that, not eat animals, God's children. But it was just never brought up. And if the church is serving ham and turkeys and roast beef, you think that is the norm. And that's exactly what happened to me. And it took too long for me to realize that that was wrong. Much too long. So I just can't get over the fact that they're blessing animals in there and they're eating ham just downstairs from their chapel after the service. It's mind-boggling to me this day and age. I've seen chicken barbecue in the summertime at local churches too. So today's my final day of this campaign. The Christmas theme of Don't Be Naughty. Keep animals off your holiday menu at this holiday and always. And I've listed some of the animals that are eaten around the world. Yes, dogs, cats, dolphins, elephants, and many, many more. Be nice, go vegan. Not even a matter of being nice, really. It's just doing the right thing. When you don't have to murder any sentient beings, why would you want to murder them and eat them? Why would you pay someone to do the dirty work for you when you don't have...
How are you, Dee? Good. Merry Christmas to you and yours. This is Stuart. Hello, Stuart.
Here comes a kitten to be blessed.
Yes.
And they will go down to their fellowship hall.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Is your church vegan by any chance? Is that why you're blessing the animals today?
No,
Not vegan?
not vegan, just the idea of the manger and the animals at the manger.
But you're blessing the animals today, right?
Yes.
So does that mean that your church believes in not eating the animals if
No.
you're blessing them?
No, we
You eat animals,
really do.
but you bless them at the same time?
Yes.
So only certain animals are blessed and
Just
not...
people's pets mostly.
Uh-huh. So not all animals are blessed.
I don't know for sure.
Uh-huh. So do you think that it would be better if people don't eat God's children, which is animals too? Like your cat, for example, certain countries eat cats,
Yeah,
right? So wouldn't it be a better world if we don't eat animals at all?
we'd be overrun by them.
Well, factory farm animals are actually produced
Yeah, I know.
for our consumption, so we wouldn't be overrun by animals
No,
at all.
I'm not going to be vegan.
You're not going to be vegan? You're going to
No.
continue to eat animals?
Cows, horses,
Merry Christmas.
elephants. Oh my goodness.
Right? Today I know there is a blessing of the animals.
Yes.
So I'm here to echo the message on the inside that we should bless all animals and we shouldn't be eating animals. So that is my message.
Yeah.
Do you eat animals?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah,
If you chickens you like?
Yeah.
So if you could not eat animals and be healthy, would you consider not eating animals?
Well, we'll think about
You'll think about it. I thank you. I thank you for thinking about it. I appreciate it.
it. We have to go in. I'm cold.
Okay. Yes, yes.
it's very nice you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Perhaps you can ask your
Merry Christmas.
pastor about what his stance is on eating our animals.
Okay.
Because I believe that they are God's children, just like us.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's what they say. They never thought about it. It's just something that they don't think about and they're disconnected. Like I said, I was one of them. And I wasn't a vicious person. I wasn't a kind of person who wanted to hurt animals. It's just something I never thought of. And it's their moral responsibility. Merry Christmas!
How are you?
There's the blessing of the animals in there.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that's...
We're here for...
Oh, but you don't have your animals with
No,
you.
but our grandkids are coming and they
Yeah.
wanted to see the animals.
Oh, okay. So does that mean you're vegans? You don't eat animals?
No, but
No.
my
My-
son-in-law is.
Yes.
Okay. So are you thinking
In
about going...
support.
You do support.
Yes.
Yes.
And are you thinking about going vegan? If you could live happily and healthily without eating our animals, which is really God's children too.
It's a thought.
It's a thought. Would you
Yes.
think about that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and would you mind asking your pastor about his position on not eating or
It's
exploit?
a her.
It's a her. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not from your church, obviously. Ask her how she feels about not eating animals.
Okay.
I would love to hear what she has to say. Thank you. Yeah, people just don't think. So, like I said, this is my last day of my campaign. Throughout the month of December, using Christmas as the theme, I've been standing outside with my poster, supermarkets, churches, and I had various experiences throughout the month. So today is my final day. So next year, though, I do think that I will continue with doing my action at local places of worship, temples, synagogue, wherever. Again, I'm not targeting any one particular religion, so I think I might continue to do that. We'll see. Something new I'm doing. I've never done this before. I've gotten some amazing positive feedback from all of you who have seen the video. I thank you for the encouragement, and your support means a lot to me. People say, oh, I'm so shy, I could never do that, I'm just a private person. You know what? I was the most private, I wouldn't say shy, but I was not on social media before becoming an animal rights activist. I didn't even really do any social media whatsoever. But in order to help our animals, I'm having to come out of my comfort zone. Believe me, I step out of the comfort zone. This is not comfortable for me. This is Christmas Eve, but this is what my heart is telling me to do, and my Christmas wouldn't be complete without doing it for the animals. It just wouldn't be merry. Not that I'm a practicing Christian or anything, but just being comfortable at home eating my dinner, and I just couldn't do it. So this is something that I told my husband that I have to do today, to bear with me, and then after this I'll go home to dinner. But I just wanted to say that I just wanted to thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas. So let's see what time it is. We have about 12 minutes before the service starts. I just want to capture a few more animals coming in and speak with the animal's person, how they feel about eating a ham dinner after the blessing of the animals. I am shocked that no one has come out from the church to kick me off their property. They've had good 12 minutes, 15 minutes. I am shocked. I would love to speak to the pastor on camera as to how she feels about the whole thing. Really shame on them, really, to serve ham and bless the animals. It's just, I can't believe that thought has never entered their minds, and only our companion animals, their pets, matter, and these pigs do not matter. I mean, my goodness, it's 2019. Have we not seen any animal slaughter videos by now? This is news to them, that pigs are sentient beings. These religious leaders have a moral responsibility, and to remain silent is a sin of omission in my book. It's an absolute sin to remain silent. Many social injustices happen in our lifetime because people remain silent. That's no different. Inaction or action, the results are the same. Here comes the pastor. I don't think I'm seeing her. Oops.
Hello.
Hello. Good. How are you?
Good. Hi, I'm Kate. I'm the pastor
Hi.
here at
Nice
the church.
to meet you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to
I
you.
love that.
Thank
It's
you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So what's going on here?
Oh yes, please look at my poster. I hope it echoes what your service is about today, which is the blessing of the animals, right?
It is. It is. If we do really though want to focus people on the the Christmas story tonight. So if you don't mind, I would love for this not to be the first thing people see when they walk in tonight. Just because we're not trying to make a statement about anything, we're just trying to invite people into the story.
Of course.
The major story.
You're having the blessing of the animals today, right?
Yes.
So this is basically echoing what you're doing today.
Absolutely.
Right?
I don't disagree with it, but it's not the message we're trying to send tonight, because we're not trying to tell people one thing or another about what they do or don't do in terms of eating. We're just trying to invite them into the Christmas story.
Right.
So if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you to
yes, you're asking me to leave. I understand that. But before I go, I do have a question for you. Going vegan is not it's not a diet. It's not telling people what to eat or what not to eat. Going vegan means you're not participating in any animal exploitation.
I totally understand.
Right? Like fur, leather, things that we just don't need to survive in year 2019.
I completely understand.
I
have lots of friends who are vegan.
Oh.
I'm a vegetarian. I totally am down with you.
So you're a vegetarian.
But I'm just saying.
No, I understand. Yeah, I
the
understand.
Message we're asking people to see. So if you don't mind,
I will.
I'm gonna.
But lastly, what I do want to say is that when a religious leader doesn't address animal exploitation, such as consumption of the animals, to me, that's giving permission. So, for example, tonight you're serving ham in your fellowship. Those are pigs, and pigs are, someone could actually bring a pig as their quote-unquote pet to be blessed, and they're sentient beings.
And
so they're God's children too.
So, and I appreciate that. It's just not the message for tonight. We're feeding people in the fellowship hall, which is really important because there are people who don't have a place to eat tonight. And what I don't want is for them to come here when they're without a place to eat tonight and feel like they're being judged for for not having enough food on their table. So I'm going to ask you.
I will leave. But maybe next year, could you not serve a vegan meal that's just as nutritious and wholesome and healthy?
So we can talk about that. It's just not right now.
Okay.
Because we've got
people
coming in for a service, and I've got a lot of people again who don't have enough food to eat tonight, who are coming to eat, and I don't want them to feel anything but welcome here tonight.
And your blessing of the animals, so you're obviously doing that, but it's being specious to bless dogs and cats and eat pigs, and that's my message really about this.
And I would be happy to talk about that another time, but I'm about to start a worship service.
I appreciate it.
So if you don't mind,
yes, I will leave. It's Christmas for me as well.
I appreciate that.
It's a vegan Christmas for me. I'm not a vegetarian. I don't believe in eating or consuming any animals.
Yep. So if you would just take this.
Yes, I will be. It's gotta wait.
Okay.
I'm leaving. I appreciate your time, though, and I do want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
And wish you a Merry Christmas,
I do not mean any disrespect.
That's okay. Again,
I'm here to do God's work as well, which is for the animals.
I appreciate that.
And if
like I said,
when I come back next year, if there's a vegan meal served in your fellowship hall, I would be eternally grateful.
Well, we'll talk about it.
Thank you.
But I appreciate you being cooperative.
Thank you. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Okay. Oh, here, I want to capture some animals coming in. So here are some dogs. So they will bless their dogs. My poster is falling apart. Oh. They will be blessing their dogs and cats, and they will go down to their ham dinner in the fellowship hall. Yes. So clearly I was asked to leave, so I don't want to be disrespectful. So I am leaving the church property now. But I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Stay warm wherever you are, and I want to thank all those of you who fight for the animals. I appreciate everything you do, and I will see you soon. Bye.